Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope everybody's having a great night. Oh, it's great to see everybody. Thank you so much, Verta Sanchez. I see you already working. Can one of my mods or members let me know if you can hear me okay? I had some technical fights today. I didn't have technical difficulties. I got technically beat down today, but I think we're okay. So as y'all know, I'll go ahead and get started. But as y'all know, today is Meghan Markle's birthday, and her official name is Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. And today is her birthday, so we are going to be having a little fun party. We're going to celebrate. I dug out my streamers. I never get to use them, so I got to use them again. Got our balloon, got that from the Publix down the street, and we are ready to roll. And now, this might be a little selfish, so please don't judge me, but y'all know I've been trying to eat healthy, but this is Meghan's fault. I bought a little mini cake. Blame her, not me. It is her fault. How's she gonna have a birthday in the middle of my diet? How dare she? So today we have 3 short segments to just celebrate going into the weekend. We're going to have a good time. I know that there is another article from the Byline Times. We are pushing that off until Monday when we'll have that conversation then. But today is all about celebrating. So I asked you all to tell me what are some of your favorite looks from Meghan. It's not an exam or anything like that. There is no right or wrong answer. Just interested in knowing what are your favorites. So it could be multiple, it could be one, etc. So I had 3 people share some really great looks. Now, y'all know that's what I struggle with. If you ask me any day, the answer is going to be different. It just really depends on the mood I'm in. So we're going to get into it. So I'm going to start with segment 1 of getting to know Meghan.
Rachel Meghan Markle, but my parent, I know, it's Kismet. I know. It's so much fun.
And, yeah, I'm just one of the lucky ones.
Is a mother of 2 who also she loves redheads. Please welcome my friend Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex.
It's been a fun day, and I hope you enjoy seeing what we've been up to.
I'm so thrilled to not be auditioning anymore.
And did you have
what we can do to help pay it forward for the generation coming up next is really to implement policies that are going to help families and people within the industry be able to have the balance to take care of their families and to be able to do their jobs. It's about being authentic. And if you look back at anything that I've said, ends up being inflammatory, it seems, is people's interpretation of it. But if you listen to what I actually say, it's not controversial.
I love to travel, and I travel so often. So for me, I think what I've learned is there's certain things that you can do that just make you look a bit more polished when you're traveling.
When I'm happy, I listen to Whitney Houston, I Want to Dance with Somebody.
A high tide raises all ships. By helping the people who are coming up, it's not taking anything away from you.
And you think about women who are in marginalized communities or areas where they aren't going to be able to be accounted for, how special, as you say, that with the 19th, you don't simply have reporters in these large cities, but you have a representation all throughout the country.
You can still dress really comfortably. I try to dress monochromatically. It's just like some really great comfy trousers, simple top, again, the black blazer, something like that.
My boo loves hot sauce, so
My boo loves hot sauce, so
I wanna try some.
I'm gonna try it.
Up and down, you're very excited.
Quote I live my life by is, don't give it 5 minutes if you're not going to give it 5 years.
So that you stay warm on your flight. Oh, the best way to kill time on a flight is to drink wine and watch movies.
Can't wait.
I can't wait.
A little chipmunk. So as soon as you were holding the dog, I was like, take it.
Take it. And I said, okay.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah, I did. I listened.
I love
I
that.
think in moments of challenge or when you're trying to dig deeper into these conversations, it can be very heavy. Part of what I find a lot of strength or faith in, looking at my kids, I know it sounds so cheesy, but my gosh, it's the most perspective building thing.
Mommy wants some heat.
Mommy wants some heat.
It's like when Dove reached out to me, it was so, as I was saying to you, it's just so easy for me to jump on board with this because their whole campaign right now for self-esteem is inspiring confidence in young women, and I think it's timely right now, the conversation of feminism and women feeling empowered, but to plant those seeds starting really young. And
Like a chipmunk. Shove the whole thing in your mouth.
Everything is temporary. To really just enjoy what time we have here, what we're doing with that time, and at least open the door for really meaningful conversation.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy. Lordy, Lordy.
Thing as impressive as this.
Are you an amateur photographer? Oh.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, I shall.
Oh, do tell.
Just out of nowhere.
But that, I mean, you're
let
getting
me
on the
write-
right
now let
pen
me-
and
I'm gonna
you
write this
Hey, now drink it.
I'm a kitten, mew, mew, mew.
You're a kitten.
You're a kitten, mew, mew, mew.
What was your favorite TV show growing up?
I love Lucy.
If you had to be an animal for a day, what would that animal be?
My dog, Bogart. Best life ever.
You and Harry are on the cover of Time's most influential. Congratulations. First of all, I agree.
We're ready for it.
That would be nice. I've got to say, on a personal girly level, I read it and I just go, what are you doing? She's right there for you. But who knows? I mean, I think that's part of the fun of the show. And
You guys say it. Duchess of Sussex.
It's a lot of S's.
It's very hard. Oh, this is a lovely day.
Oh, this is a lovely day.
A lovely, lovely day.
A lovely, lovely day.
Lovely
A
day.
lovely, lovely
Like
day.
Bill Weathers says, lovely day.
Like Bill Weathers says, a lovely day.
Okay.
Name a book that's had a big influence on you.
The Sound and the Fury.
What children's book can you not wait to share with your kids?
The Giving Tree.
It's just helping more people succeed. I think that's really key.
That was such a cute little collage. I really loved the Ellen stuff. When I was making that, it took me forever to figure out what to include and what not to, because I was over here cracking up. But the whole interview is really good, and there are some really funny parts. So I highly recommend checking out the entire thing. But it's great to see more people showing up to the party. Did y'all dress for success? Did y'all dress to party? Are you in your lounge clothes? Did you bring food? Let me know in the comment section. Oh, thank you so much, Mina Ruth, for sharing me with Gordon. Thank you. I was freaking out because I did not have time to iron my shirt. And I freaked out. So I have it tucked real tight. So if it gets loose, you see how you'll see the wrinkles. But I just didn't want it. I didn't want to be wrinkly. So I tucked it as tight as I could and to make do. Hi, Verta Sanchez. Verta Sanchez says, I love the white dress when she was walking in that church. Could nobody touch her? I absolutely agree. Oh, hi, Cynthia Henderson. It's great to see you. Cynthia Henderson says, kindness just pours from her soul, and I love what a great sense of humor she has. Yes, because a lot of people, especially people once they reach a certain level of fame, it is very hard for them to kind of just laugh and have fun and let loose. And I love that she doesn't lose that sense of humor. And very much so, when I was re-listening to Spare a couple of weeks ago, you know, I said I was going to keep listening back to it and get acquainted with it without recapping it so that I could just enjoy it. And it kind of reminds me of how Tej and I think Mike were calling Harry Spike and saying he was so fun and free and humorous when he was in Botswana, but then he would go back and be the stuffy prince in the UK. But it just reminded me, like, yeah, they both have really great senses of humor. Hi, Patricia Nixon. Patricia Nixon says, hey, Sharion and Squad. Hey. And she says, happy birthday, Meghan. I hope she had a great birthday. It looked like she had fun at what looked to be her birthday dinner. Now, we don't know for sure, but that dress was cute. Was it not? I want to share it. I got the animated version. That's the one I'm comfortable sharing, but she looks so cute. Hi, Cynthia Henderson. Cynthia Henderson says, I'm in my lounge around the house clothing and pretending that I know how to knit a hat. I don't. It's a hot mess. I tell you what, I was really impressed with your knitting skills. That made me want to learn how to knit. I'm sure you'll figure out that hat. I'm sure you will. All right, let's get to some of the comments here. Nurse Wife Mother said, I bought myself some Chick-fil-A for the party. I know that's right. So what did you get from Chick-fil-A? Because I am partial to the deluxe chicken sandwich with a chocolate shake when I'm able to. And I do want to agree. I agree with you, Bright Eyes PBJ, and I want to take a second to say this as well. Thank you so much to Ms. Verta Sanchez, for being an excellent moderator. All the moderators are really, really good. Thank you so much for protecting the space. That's just the most important part. We get to talk and have fun. Like, today is supposed to be a fun day. We're not supposed to be taking things too seriously. So I appreciate you protecting the space. That takes a lot of hard work. Hi, Cynthia Henderson. Cynthia Henderson says, don't give it 5 minutes if you aren't going to give it 5 years. My new favorite quote. I really love that quote. That whole interview with Variety was really good as well. Thank you so much, Lottie, for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Hey, Tamiko Hinman. Thank you so much for joining. And thank you so much for 9 months of membership. Holy guacamole. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. I'm not going to keep y'all all night. Let's get to the next segment. Now, we've talked about meeting Meghan in her own words, but let's hear how we can meet her through Harry.
But this woman's beauty and my response to it wasn't based merely on symmetry. There was an energy about her, a wild joy and playfulness. There was something in the way she smiled, the way she interacted with Violet, the way she gazed into the camera. Confident. Free. She believed life was one grand adventure. I could see that. What a privilege it would be, I thought, to join her on that journey. Who is this woman? Wow, I thought. If Miss Markle could see me now. She talked about her growing portfolio as an entrepreneur, her lifestyle website, which had tens of thousands of readers. In her free time, she did philanthropic work. She was especially fierce about women's issues. I was fascinated. She's perfect. She's perfect. She's perfect. She'd traveled, but she'd never seen anything like this. This was the world before the world was made. I was shamefully stereotyping. American actress equals diva. To my shock and delight, there was nothing in that suitcase but bare essentials. She walked in wearing a pretty blue sundress with white pinstripes. She was aglow. I stood and said, I bear gifts. We were deep in the middle of a kiss. Not our first. Meghan, holding my shirt collar, was pulling me towards her, while Meg sat nearby laughing. Then we got into the tequila. I remember Huge hugging Meg as if they were sisters. I remember Charlie giving me a thumbs up. I remember thinking, if meeting the rest of my family goes like this, we're home free. She revealed that she'd had squid for lunch at a restaurant. British calamari. Mystery solved. She said she'd imagined a very different end to date 4. Stop, I said. Taking care of each other? That's the point. That's love, I thought, though I managed to keep those words inside. I knew nothing about clothes, but I knew she was chic. I'd seen so many photos of her from fashion shoots and TV sets, all glam and glossy, but here she was, in the flesh. No frills, no filter, and even more beautiful. Heart attack beautiful. Listening, talking, watching moon shadows flutter across the nylon. Then, a loud munching sound. Meg bolted upright. What's that? Elephant, I said. Just one, from what I could tell. Just outside, eating peacefully from the shrubs around us. She won't hurt us. She won't? Soon after, the tent shook from a loud roar. Lions. Are we going to be okay? Yes. Don't worry. She lay down, put her head on my chest. Trust me, I told her. I'll keep you safe. I just couldn't find the words to express my excitement, my contentment, my longing, my hopes. The next best thing, I figured, in the absence of lyricism, would be to make the letter physically beautiful. I felt pretty sure she hadn't Googled me, because she was always asking questions. She seemed to know almost nothing. So refreshing. It showed that she wasn't impressed by royalty, which I thought the first step to surviving it.
Girl, he loved him some you. I thought that was so sweet. It was so nice pulling those clips together because there was a lot to pick from. I mean, the whole chapter, just so sweet. But yeah, it was really nice listening to that and to affect anybody to that extent where they feel like you get a whole chapter, not in their life, but in their, not only in their book, but in their life. It is just very sweet. And the sweetest things he could possibly think of to say, he said, and in the book, he was like, even when I couldn't think of the words, I thought, well, I'll make the letter beautiful. So he searched all of Botswana for flowers. Now, that's some real love. I thought that was such a sweet little segment. But again, happy to hear that, hear his words again, especially amidst all of the drama, all the nonsense, people saying this and that about them separating, and then you just go back and listen to Spare and are like, yeah, the problem is them. He's not going anywhere, for sure. They both are very much in love. Oh, now I'm reading some of y'all comments. I was about to click on one by accident that would have been very messy on this here birthday party. All right. Oh, hey, Thelma Christmas. Thank you so much for joining. So let's get into some of the comments before we get to the fashion, because I want to share my favorites, and then some of you shared your favorites, and then we are having favorites of Meghan's best looks in the comment section. Oh, hey, Lottie, thank you so much for the super sticker earlier. Lottie says, oh, Sharion, you look so pretty. Thank you. Whose birthday is it? Yours and Meghan's? Nope, it is Meghan's. Mine is September 3rd, and I will not be doing a live stream to party because I don't even know what I'll be doing. Husband usually plans birthday. But nope, mine is in 1 month on September 3rd. Hi, Bright Eyes PBJ. Bright Eyes PBJ says, I love this chapter. I have listened to this over and over. Remember his favorite smell. Do I? Stephen Colbert was like, no, wait a minute. This ain't that kind of program. I still to this day think he meant her perfume, but then the look on his face when he said his favorite smell was her was just interesting. Hey, Virgo girl. Are you a Virgo too? What is your birthday, Cynthia Henderson? I agree, TREH. TREH says, listening to Harry expressing himself is beautiful. That man was in love from day one. Yep. From the photo, the dog photo. Hi, Danielle Musella. Good to see you. Danielle Musella says, the sections about them are so passionate at times that they read like a romance novel. That's the couple that the British tabloids insist are about to break up. What the hell are they smoking? You know what? The problem is them. They don't know what real love looks like. They can't look for it under their own roof, so it probably is pretty foreign to them. Hi, Marie Johnson. Marie Johnson says, hi to everyone, and happy birthday to Princess Meghan. Ooh, okay, I'm getting some more comments about the best looks. We're going to do that after the last segment. Hi, Tasha Mack. Tasha Mack says, I think of how their children will know their real love story from the sources. Yes. Think about how many people who aren't, who aren't born into famous families or anything like that. Just think about how many people don't get to know, like, how their parents met, how they fell in love. Like, that's a blessing anyway, but to know the type of situation they were in where that might not have been a reality for the kids, and to see how they've not only fought to tell their own story, but how it's affected not only their kids, but so many people. It's just like, they just keep winning. Everything that's been thrown at them, they've used it to continue to build up a bigger and a better life. And that's beautiful. You can't be mad at that. All right, let's see. Yep, it is. It's President Obama's birthday as well. Ooh, happy birthday, President Obama. He is turning 62. Yep. I agree. Oh, hi, Army of Me. Army of Me says, hi, gorgeous Sharion. Thank you for hosting a party for our Meghan. So glad I've caught alive. It's been a while. Well, it's certainly great to see you here. And I don't want to keep y'all long because it is a Friday. Y'all know usually Friday lives, I make them kind of short so that we can go into our weekend on a high note. So while you continue to share your favorite Meghan looks in the comment section, I'm going to go ahead and play the last segment. And it's one where we decide what our favorite looks are for now of Meghan. But you know they change. So those are my favorites at the end. To this day, I love that black dress. I wish we had gotten more photos, and there are already plenty, but I am partial to her pink looks with the big hat. I love the asymmetrical hat. That is one of my favorites. Yes, I agree, Nurse Wife Mother. Yes, that door shut look was everything. I mean, if you're gonna make a stir, you may as well look good while doing it, because she certainly caused a stir. I think actually I did a video about the car door thing, and that was my first video to hit 1,000 views, and I was just like, so y'all agree it was crazy to be mad at her about that, but you know. So let's look at some of y'all's comments. Hi, Lottie. Lottie says, that's mine. When she was pregnant with Archie, the white coat and dress and hat, I just love that one. That was so beautiful. I love that look as well. I agree, Joyce Bose. Joyce Bose says, Meghan has so many good looks. I agree. I mean, that's why I said every week is going to be something different. It depends on the day. Ask me on a certain day, you'll get a different answer. Hi, Black Anonymous. Black Anonymous says, I really liked her look for her wedding. You know what? All her wedding looks just killed it. Her wedding gown was gorgeous and classic, but my favorite is that reception look, that halter neck or that high neck halter, the back with the back out. Oh my gosh, all of that was beautiful. The shoes, the jewelry, the aquamarine ring, all of it was gorgeous. Hi, Joyce Vose. Joyce Vose says, the white pantsuit, the green outfit she wore on Harry's last day as working royals. Oh yeah, the Commonwealth Day look. Yep. The white dress she wore when she and Harry won the RFK Ripple Award. You know what? I don't know why I didn't think about that one, because I talked about that one for a while. That was just such a beautiful, like the whole look was just so sleek. But yes, those are some of Joyce Vose's favorites. I love those too. That's why I like this question, because you get a lot of really interesting answers and you get reminded of looks that you haven't thought about in a little bit. Hi, Valerie Black. It's great to see you. Valerie Black says, I love the green dress on Commonwealth Day. That seems to be the consensus across the board. And that was a drop the mic moment. It absolutely was. All of it was just gorgeous. And then you see the ones where she was doing the fitting and her hair was down. And I'm always so conflicted, like, I would have loved for her hair to be down with that dress as well. But the hat and the pulled back bun was also a serve. I loved it all. Hi, Danielle Musella. Danielle Musella says, her wedding dress was absolutely stunning. I also love her in anything blue because it makes her beautiful eyes pop. Yeah, she does blue well. And I love that it's one of their signature colors. So yeah, I agree. Oh, and then Danielle Musella followed up with and said, I also like the outfit Meghan wore to Wimbledon, the blue and white striped shirt and light colored pants. Yes, I think that was, I'm probably wrong, but I don't know why I felt like that was Ralph Lauren. But yeah, that was one of my favorite looks from her as well. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Sheila Watson, for the super sticker. I appreciate it and welcome. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Thank you. Hi, Gwendolyn Daniel. Sorry. Gwendolyn Daniel says, the red dress and the blue are truly fantastic. The red dress with the cape. That one is almost, it's one of those that I always just say is the honorary favorite. I'm always, if I see it, that's the one I'm going to pick every time. But it is really hard not to always name that pink trooping the color look, because that was the moment when I was just like, oh, she plans to do this and do this well. Okay, got it. Like that was the look where I was just like, oh, she's not like the others. No, they're going to be mad at her. I had a feeling. I was like, she looks better than everybody on that balcony. Even when she was behind people, she shined past them. I was just like, wow, you better go, girl. Hi, Army of Me. Army of Me says, it's already Saturday morning here in London. Oh, so what you're saying is we partied through the night, technically. So we partied till the sun came up. I know that's right. Hi, Serengeti. Serengeti says, the gold dress in New York. That one really did gag me. Like, I was just like, oh, wow. Strapless, body shaping or form fitting, form fitting. All of it was just beautiful. And the metallic on it was just gorgeous. I love that. Yeah, I agree with you. Hi, Sheila Watson. Sheila Watson says, I like the brown turtleneck and tan skirt. You know what? Her monochromatic looks really do. They set her apart. I love that. Actually, a lot of people had kind of given up monochromatic for a while, and she really put that back on the market because people were not doing monochromatic. Like it has its waves. I take that back. It does have its waves, but I know a lot of people in the high fashion world like to say monochromatic and achromatic are church looks, because a lot of people do monochromatic at church, and I'm just saying, now I'm starting to see it out and about again on the It Girls ever since Meghan started doing it. So I won't say it's her fault, but yeah, they were inspired. Oh, really? I didn't realize that. Hi, Patricia Nixon. Patricia Nixon says, I realized Meghan was pregnant when she closed the door. I knew it. I don't think I remember that. I didn't know that. Wow. They had that baby closing that door. Archie was shutting the door and they yelled at him. They need to stop. Hi, Tasha Mack. Tasha Mack says, it's impossible to choose. I see photos that I hadn't seen in a while and then I'm not sure again. Welcome to the club. I like the way these streamers look. Now that I'm seeing my reflection from time to time, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna keep these streamers. Hi, Sharon Middleton. Sharon Middleton says the green. I'm assuming you're talking about the Commonwealth Day. Yep, that's just like the red dress. That whole Commonwealth Day, the blue, the green, the red, all of it. You know what? I think that's just gonna go into the Hall of Fame of looks. It's always gonna be one of my favorites. Hi, Marie Johnson. Marie Johnson says, my favorite looks of Meghan is the red dress and the cutout in the back that she wore to one of the awards and functions. Yes, I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. But yes, I agree. Gorgeous look. Absolutely. Uh-oh. I had a comment. Sorry, y'all. I had a little comment. Here we go. Hi, Merlene Williams. Great to see you. Merlene Williams says the butterfly dress and the gold she wore recently, but it's hard to choose one. Yes. You know what? That butterfly dress is just such a princess dress. It's so cute and innocent, and I thought it was perfect for the occasion. Loved it. Hi, Tasha Mack. Tasha Mack says, I'm trying to list different looks during their first tour, and I remember too many beautiful looks. Red dress, the maroon dress going into the plane. Yes, I love that. The green dress in Fiji ceremony, I believe. You know what? I really like the Fiji looks too. Is that the one where Harry was drinking and she had on that really pretty white dress? I'll have to look at them again. Y'all know I get them mixed up. So I'll look at them again and see if I can find those. Yes, I love the denim. Hi, Marie Howell. Marie Howell says she wears denim jeans well, whether dressed down or up with a white blazer. Yep. Yeah, she's good for a white blazer too. I love that. Hi, Leola Brown. Great to see you. Leola Brown says, hi, Sharion. I have too many to name one, and I might not be a Virgo, but my birthday is also in September. Honorary. Don't you let them take it away from you. You get to be both. So you're honorary. But it's Virgo, and then what comes after Virgo? Libra. So you can be both. That's fine. Actually, as the calendar changes, sometimes they say, depending on where your birthday is, they'll say you're both or either or, but you're an honorary Virgo. You're fine. Oh, wow. Okay, Patricia Nixon. I did not know that. Thank you. Patricia Nixon says, Sharion, no one knew. I just worked with pregnant women and knew that look. I like that black dress. And black is slimming. And the fact that they had the velvet, I could see if she was pregnant, I could see why they used that dress because it did divert attention. I never would have guessed. Hi, April May. April May says the pretty black blouse with the straw hat and shades at one of Harry's polo matches. I'm trying to think. Oh, are you talking about the polka dot? Let me know, because with the white shorts, that was a really great look. Now I want to change my answer. Ask me again next week. Let's just do this weekly. What are your favorite looks this week, Sharion? And we can talk about it each week. Hi, Bright Eyes PBJ. Bright Eyes PBJ says, I love that black princess dress in Australia. Me too. I like anything that's kind of got some tulle in it and some frill. I really do like when things look really princess-like. I'm not the most understated person. I really like when things are played up. I agree. What? Hi, Army of Me. Army of Me says, I'm a Virgo. Well, welcome, my Virgo kinfolk. Thank you for being here. Hi, EB Lynn 35. EB Lynn says, I love the black and white jumpsuit she wore in New York date night. Yes. You know what? They didn't get many pictures of that one, and I always forget about it. But yes, that look was so gorgeous. On a date night with Harry, burgundy leather skirt with burgundy knit top. I like the burgundy leather skirt and the burgundy knit top, and the green leather skirt with the green button down or buttoned up shirt too. I love both those looks back to back. Oh, wow. Hi, Nia Drayton. Nia Drayton says, I love the champagne dress that she wore while pregnant with Archie. Me too. You know what? When I did this last year, I did a pre-recorded video for her birthday last year where I talked about her best looks. And that was actually my number one look. I'm assuming you're talking about the Dior one with the cape. That was my number one look as well. Bless you. Let's see. What's that now? Danielle Musella says, I'm a Pisces. Virgos are supposed to be our exact opposites. I did not know that, but sometimes that contrast is the reason two people can get along so well. I agree. I don't see it as a contrast. It's just a compliment. I love that. I don't think we're too different. Hi, Tasha Mack. Tasha Mack says, even Meghan's pregnancy red dress in Monaco when they first arrived at the airport. I'm trying to think. I don't think I remember that one. Is that when she had the low pulled back bun? You know what I should have done? I should have been pulling these up as y'all were putting them into the comment section. Sorry about that. Hi, Sheila Watson. Sheila Watson says, how about the dress she wore to her reception? That is my favorite. That was my favorite. It was sexy, but still demure. It was just form-fitting, beautiful fabric. It wasn't too, the fabric wasn't too light because, you know, when you catch a wind out there, the skirts will come up. It was perfect. Everything was considered. Everything fit perfectly. I thought she looked great. Even when people were saying her wedding dress was too loose, and we do know that she was losing weight, I actually felt like that worked in her favor. I don't think it was too loose at all. I think it was breathable, and you don't want things to be too tight. I love those wedding looks. It's going to be hard to beat those. Hi, Nurse Wife Mother. Nurse Wife Mother says the Jubilee look with that amazing, that Dior, the grayish Dior, with that amazing hat was so good. Just wish we saw the whole thing. Me too. I never remembered that was just the coat. She had a whole skirt and shirt underneath it. So I would have loved to have seen that as well. Hi, Solo Romero. Solo Romero says, I like her with the brown shorts, the white shirt, and brown hat. I'm more of an outdoors type. And she does rock that well, that casual type. And you know, that's actually her preferred style of dress as well. She said that before. Hi, Bright Eyes PBJ. Bright Eyes PBJ says, I like them all except that blue sofa dress she wore at Harry's cousin's wedding. So that dress has always been so intriguing to me because I want to know the story behind it. It is such a departure from what she usually wears. It did not appear to be fitted, which made me wonder if maybe that was the look it was supposed to come off as, because it was so loose and she was not showing or anything like that at the time. So I never really understood why that dress was worn, but I'm really curious on the story behind that. If anybody knows more about that blue dress, let me know. That might be my research project for the weekend, to find out what was going on with that blue dress, because it wasn't one of my favorites, but I feel like had it been fitted, it really could have been great. But I was a little put off by just how it looked like a lot of fabric. And so when I saw it, I was like, this is a huge departure from her style. So I know that she likely did not pick this dress. And I want to know the story behind this. I want to know. Hi, Merlene Williams. Merlene Williams says, I kept watching for the wedding reception dress, and I must say my jaw dropped. It was gorgeous. It absolutely was. It might be, here we go. We're going to be here all night, y'all. That's my favorite dress. I changed my mind. That's my number one dress. Hi, Nurse Wife Mother. Oh, coming through. Thank you with the answers. I believe that sofa dress was KP's doing, maybe Kate's fashion. You know what? If she ever dipped her toe in Kate's fashion contacts, it would have likely culminated in that dress. So you are probably right. You are on to something. Hi, Tasha Mack. Tasha Mack says, I agree, Sharion. I always wondered if it was a dress that was given to her last minute. Even the fascinator wasn't her style. None of it. It just looked like she made the best out of an interesting situation. And I am really curious. So I want to know. And it could have worked. It could have been done really well. And I feel like as good as it looked on her was the best it was going to look, period. So at least she rocked it. But I really want to know what's the story behind that. I'm going to research that now. Y'all just kind of tickled my fancy with this. Hi, Sheila Watson. Sheila Watson says they probably didn't want her showing up the bride. I mean, but it's a far cry from showing up the bride and then being like, wear all of this fabric. All of it. Every last thread of it. Like, whoa. But maybe, who knows? You know what? It could have been a situation where like the outfit she was going to wear maybe had some kind of damage or like a stain or something last minute, or didn't make it in time, which happens a lot in those kind of situations. So I'm curious. Hi, Joyce Vose. Joyce Vose says, that blue sofa dress was the only time I have seen Meghan in print. It looked to be a little big for her. It did. That's why I don't think it was either it wasn't hers or it wasn't fitted yet. And it was kind of a last minute thing. There's so many options. I'm gonna research. Because we saw her at Harry's other friend's wedding in that beautiful button dress with the pleated skirt, the blue, white, and the green with the nice navy hat and the sunglasses. I'm trying to think that she wore the aviator sunglasses, her and Harry. Was it aviator or was it Ray-Ban? I can't remember, but they both look great. And that was a day where she went the wedding that she attended on her birthday that year. So we do know that she knows how to dress for a wedding and not show up the bride, but not wear dresses that don't really fit her style. So I do think there's a story to that one. Oh no. Well, Danielle, I hope you feel better. Hi, Evie Lynn 35. Evie Lynn 35 says the dress she wore on tour with the Queen and the black cape dress worn at Queen's funeral. Both of those were beautiful. So you like cape outfits as well. I'm really partial to dresses with a nice cape, especially over the shoulder. I really like how that one was done. Now sometimes capes can get Sorry, Gabe. Sometimes capes can get away from you because if it's windy, they'll kind of blow up. So I really do like the more controlled style of cape where it's just kind of more on you and it's got a clasp. I think both versions were really, really nice and really done well. And I think that actually, I might not know this for sure, but I know the Queen complimented the dress that Meghan wore to her funeral. She complimented another dress that she wore previously in another color, but it was the same style. I'm wondering if maybe Queen Elizabeth just had an affinity for capes, because she wore a cape with her on their first tour together as well, on their first outing together as well. She wore a cape. So I'm curious, maybe she liked capes. Maybe. Hi, TREH. TREH says, I think the men in gray told her she had to wear that loose dress. Maybe. Why? Bright Eyes PBJ said, Sharon, you are so sweet. Thank you. No research needed. It was just ugly. It was a KK dress. You know what? I am so curious. I'm going to find out. But thank you for the assurance. I appreciate it. I agree. Thank you so much for the PSA, Verta Sanchez. Verta Sanchez says, please please family stay hydrated during this hot summer. Please, yes. It's record heat everywhere. It is kind of insane. And what's crazy is not only is it really, really hot where I am, I'm in Florida, but it also just keeps raining. And all day my internet was getting knocked out. And I was just kind of like, are we back in the dark ages? Why is my internet now going out because of a little bad weather? Like, your girl's been going through it. So yes, please stay hydrated and please fight this heat. And last one, hi, Patricia Nixon. Patricia Nixon says, Danielle, please hydrate and take care. Yes, Danielle, I want you to be okay and I don't want you to be sick. Hi, Caroline Chothin. Hi, Sharion, and all the fabulous Sharionettes. So glad I made it. Not us being a group. I know that's right. All right. So now, my favorite part of tonight's birthday party program, before I do anything, I want to show y'all this. My favorite dessert plates. My mom sent these to me. They're chinoiserie. These are China, and I never use them. But I'm looking for more excuses. She told me to stop waiting till special occasions to use my China. So I'm trying my best because you're supposed to use your stuff and enjoy it. But, you know, I put mine in my break front, my little baby break front, and I won't look at it until Thanksgiving. So we're going to go ahead and cut this cake. Thanks, Meghan. Her somewhere minding her business and me over here getting calories and blaming her for it. So I cut my little slice with the rose. Now, let me know in the comment section what y'all are eating for the party. What y'all bring with y'all? What'd you wear? What'd you eat? I know, Nurse Wife Mother, you had Chick-fil-A. I have a little cake and I have my roast in the oven. I made a nice pot roast with carrots and potatoes. And then tomorrow, I'm going back on my healthy eating. Yes, Ebony Unicorn, I got a little mini ganache cake from Publix. Do y'all have a Publix where you are? Oh, really? Hi, Verta Sanchez. Verta Sanchez says those are beautiful. The pattern looks like some my grandma had. Yes, I love blue chinoiserie. It is my favorite. My grandmother had this pattern as well, and it's so interesting because she had chinoiserie, and then my other grandmother had a different pattern, and I can never remember the name. It'll come back to me, but she had a different china pattern. It was her wedding It was her wedding china, and I've been wanting to find it. Oh yeah. Mina Ruth says, "What's Publix?" Oh man. In certain areas, I think it's just on the East Coast, but I could be wrong. In certain areas, there's these grocery stores called Publix, and I used to hear Kid Fury from The Read talk about them all the time, and I didn't know what he was talking about because I lived in Texas, and my favorite was Albertsons, Brookshire's, and Kroger. But then I got out here, and now I rely on Publix for everything. It is amazing. Yes, Nurse Wife Mother. Yes, they do. Publix has the best cake, chicken wings too. I've never had their chicken wings, but they have some really good cake. Their bakery is top, and their florist is top tier. Like, they're better than my original florist that I had. I now just get my bouquets when I don't use the ones here, but I get my bouquets, fresh ones, from Publix now. Oh, y'all were eating good. Okay, Ebony Unicorn got Olive Garden. I know that's right. Yeah, it's a good grocery store. Solo Romero, you got some macaroni salad dipping in my Ritz crackers. Oh, okay. Now y'all making me hungry. I'm gonna go get me a slice of roast and come right back. Now, it doesn't help that I can smell it. Berta Sanchez said, "I made green onion sausage, rice, and corn with a southern glass of tea." Now, is it you have hot tea or sweet tea? Well, you said southern, so it's probably sweet tea. Hey, Serengeti. Serengeti says, "Chinese food for me. Yummy. Cake and ice cream later." I did not get ice cream. Thanks. Happy birthday, Megan. So now I get to get ice cream. Thank you. Every time I make a bad food decision today, I'm just going to say, well, thank you. Happy birthday, Megan. Hi, Caroline Chothin. Caroline Chothin says, "I'm having a vegetable stir fry along with my sparkling kiwi strawberry ice." I know that's right. Well, y'all continue to celebrate. Thank y'all so much for being here. I thought it would be fun to whip out my streamers, and I went and got my little balloon from, which side is it on? Right here. My balloon from Publix. I hope y'all had a good time. I don't want to keep y'all too late because it's a Friday, and I know other podcasts will be going live soon. So go ahead and celebrate. I hope Megan had a great birthday. That dress was killing them. I loved it. Thank y'all so much for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see y'all on Monday when we will get back into the mess. Bye.